Welcome back to another revision tutorial with Miss Sweet. Today we are looking at devices used in the poem Storm on the Island by Seamus Heaney. Storm on the Island takes the form of one long unbroken stanza made up of 19 lines. The poem quite literally takes place in the calm before the storm, which the speaker, and the other islanders, seem certain is going to come before long. Perhaps the lack of stanza breaks, the lack of white space on the page, signals this ongoing tension. The single stanza also creates a single mass on the page, entertaining the idea that this mass of text is like an island. The white space of the page around it looks like the sea. Indeed, the poem itself is surrounded by a kind of huge nothing, in the same way that the absence of the storm is almost bad as its actual arrival. Storm on the Island is written in blank verse. This means each line is iambic pentameter. But the regularity of the meter also feels a little tense, as though the speaker can't fully relax, what with the predicted literal or metaphorical storm on the horizon. There are a couple of important variations to consider. In line 7, the poem swaps the first iamb for a trochee, bringing the stressed syllable forward to the start of the line, blast. Lines 15 and 16 also use effective variation. Between them they manage to group 4 stressed syllables together. The very windows, spits like a tame cat, turned savage. These stresses are surprising after so many lines of mostly regular meter, and the change gives these lines a kind of wildness, matching the image of a menacing, spitting cat. There is no rhyme scheme in Storm on the Island. Instead, the poem is mostly written in blank verse, unrhymed iambic pentameter. The poem's last 2 end words nearly rhyme too, air and fear. This type of rhyme is known as slant rhyme. This mismatch reinforces the speaker's point that what the islanders fear at the moment is a huge nothing. The islanders are terrified, but the thing they're afraid of doesn't even have a material shape. It's either still on its way or made of out of empty wind. The lack of full stops mirrors the ongoing motion of the wind and the speaker's thoughts, making the poem feel fast-paced and urgent. For example, in the line which might prove company when it blows full/blast, the phrase blows full leads directly into blast on the next line, mimicking the sudden force of the wind. Repetition of consonant sounds, such as in rock and roof, creates a sense of rhythm and reinforces the harshness of the landscape. Exploding comfortably contrasts destruction with ease, showing how the sea's power is both familiar and threatening. The storm is given human-like qualities, such as when the wind is described as pummeling the houses. The use of pauses within lines, e.g., but there are no trees, no natural shelter, adds emphasis and mirrors the abrupt force of the storm. The storm is compared to a military attack. We are bombarded by the empty air, suggesting the overwhelming force of nature. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful.